Hi, this is Majinoni, and welcome to another edition of The Good, The Bad, and The Disappointing. Now, we have a very, very big week this week, so let's take a look at what came up on top. Superior Spider-Man 30 is the good. This is the issue that most of us have been secretly wanting, and a large number of us have been very vocal about getting. And this issue really did not disappoint. Now, what I found was really good about it was the Spider-Man's entire world is crumbled. You know, everything is just falling apart, and he's just barely able to. In fact, he can't even really hold things together. He's just going from one thing to another, and you can really see the problem that he's created for himself. Now, while that's going on, you have Peter finally coming out from inside Otto's mind, and he's starting to regain control. And what really sold me for this book was the interaction between Peter and Otto in the final moments of when they transfer their minds again. And that part was a really, really strong, kind of in a sense a little bit on the emotional side also, because Otto was basically erasing everything that was precious to him. And he's doing it because he realized Peter was actually the superior version, and he's giving that back to him so this way he can save the city, because he's the only one that can save the city. So I thought all of that was just simply fantastic, and it's really setting the stage where it's like there's going to be some trouble coming later for Peter. And this isn't a real spoiler part, because we're not even at the part where he does that mind transference. Overall, I really enjoyed this book. I thought the cover also was very, very strong. And to top it all off, I thought that was a really good idea to include a free copy of Black Widow #1. I'm sure comic stores maybe didn't like it because of all the extra weight, but for the extra pages. But I thought that was a really nice thing to do, to give people a preview. But overall, art was solid. The writing was solid. Slott did a great job. Everything is coming together. And now what's really making this work for me is it's setting the stage for amazing, and it's doing it in such a way where now I just kind of want to push Superior behind and move forward. We saw the consequences of Otto, and now I want to see how Peter's going to fix everything, because there's some serious trouble he's in right now, especially with the Avengers. So I really want to see that part. Anyways, that is definitely my good. The bad. That is a monstrosity that should be burned, and it's an insult for all crossovers. Let me put it to you this way. You have Justice League Dark, Forever Evil, tie-in. Let me ask you, maybe my copy was different than yours, but for some reason, I did not see any of the Crime Syndicate in this issue at all. Maybe they were mentioned in a previous issue, but they're not here. And it basically was like the whole focus was, the heroes were captured. Let's save the Justice League Dark team, and then we got to save the world. And here's a spoiler for you. Well, when Constantine and company finally get together and they're all free, Constantine just goes to take a bath. Seriously, he just takes a bath. The Crime Syndicate has taken over the world, and he takes a bath. And Zatanna and Constantine fight while the world has been taken over. It's almost as if they forgot this is a crossover. At least the other two books, even though they ended, and we still have to wait 2 months until Forever Evil comes out, they ended drawing you towards that ending. Forever Rogue's Evil, it was like, hey, we hard fought battle, look at our city, it's demolished, but it showed, the consequence of this world thing. Argus, it's the same thing. It's like, we gotta go save Wonder Woman. Let's go, go, go. Justice League Dark, I saved everybody that's in Dark, so this is storyline's done, so we're gonna take a bath. And we're not even going to worry about the rest of the team. Also, this story also had this touching moment where this demon, he just wanted to know what it's like to be human, and he copied Constantine and made Zatanna fall in love with him all over again, and he sacrificed his life, and then we get this really sappy page where it's kind of like, it's, how many times have we seen a person dead and they do one of these types of maneuvers? So I really wasn't too pleased about that either. I'm the thing is with me is this just proved this entire Justice League Dark, the Trinity thing, Phantom Stranger books, whatever, this was just money grab. You did not need to put Forever Evil on this. You could have done this without that, and it would have been, its own little storyline, but they try to entrap everybody into buying these books that weren't selling in the hopes to get the numbers up, and then they thought maybe people would want to stay longer. But I'll be honest with you, if I was a reader who just picked this book up just because they thought it was a tie-in and read this ending, guarantee you I'd throw all these books outside into the garbage, because that's what this thing is. Freaking garbage. Where they treat us like that. Piece of, disappointing right here. Here we have a new start. A whole new world that we can go into. A whole wonderful world of all the excess baggage is gone, and we get to see what a world is like after Galactus almost destroys it, destroys New Jersey, heroes die, sacrifice their lives, and, for the greater good. But, you would think, too, let's put a top writer on there, which they do. And let's put a top artist on there. So this way we'll get a bunch of people really attracted to this book, and we'll start this series off with a bang, and then maybe we'll get everybody to buy all the spin-offs from this. Now, they just got some really crappy art that just is really, really bad. I mean, it's like the faces are horrible. The way some of these panel positions, the way they're posing in here is horrible. The backgrounds are unimaginative. The colors for this book are just kind of, they're just there. Not they don't really pop out or anything like that. It's some of these faces too, and the heads. They don't look normal. They don't look right. And heck, I couldn't even tell that was Kitty Pryde, the girl in the white. I'm just like, this is just, put a mask on everybody and maybe we're okay. But I mean, honestly, would you have thought that that's Kitty Pryde? Not in a billion years. It's like they didn't even bother to figure out what some of these characters look like. And, the thing is, if there's some really good parts to this, like there's Tony's eulogy for Captain America. There's the, we're going to take up the mantle of the Ultimates, the young Ultimates. So I thought stuff like that was kind of good. But, there's even the, Reed Richards trying to get back together with Invisible Girl, Sue Storm, but this art is just so bad. It's so distracting, and it just bogged the story down, in my opinion. I just stopped caring, and, for me, this was just utter disappointment. This did not push me in the direction of, I'm really excited about what's about to happen. No, this is just kind of like, afterthought. We'll just move on. Anyways, that is my good, my bad, and disappointing. Let me get you a code. I know I keep forgetting to give you some codes during this part. But I kind of figured too, it's like, why would you want a code for a bad or disappointing book? But, anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Like and share. Facebook Crunchyroll anime reviews. Let me know what your good, your bad, and your disappointing is. And I'll have more reviews later. Until next time.